Welcome Capricorn, this is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do your November general reading meant for the entire month of November. If this reading has resonance for you, please like and subscribe to my channel. I truly appreciate all of the love and support I get from you. So let's get started, Capricorn, with your overall energy for the month of November. The Six of Wands. This is a card of victory, Capricorn. You are struggling, working really hard on something in particular. This is something you started a while ago. You have not reached the finish line. However, you are being recognized and rewarded for the victories you have made, for overcoming the challenges you have overcome. The sixes are always about balance of energy, giving and taking. However, this is you being recognized by your team, by the collective who you are impacting for your ability to overcome. In this card, she looks beautiful. She does not look damaged, but this card can also indicate a time when you are a little bit battled and bruised, a little battle weary. So there is effort that this card represents, a struggle, but one that is recognized and acknowledged by others. In the past, we have the Justice card, the Two of Wands, and the Ten of Cups. You're definitely looking at some unfairness, something that has occurred to you that was not right. This can be in practical and material ways, ways in which you may have felt cheated, robbed, or scammed, ways in which you recognize that the effort you put in was not acknowledged, was not seen by those with whom you were working or on whose behalf you were working. However, you are recognizing that your experience of the past is not your experience of the present. You are moving away from whatever your understanding of justice or fairness was in the past to an acknowledgement that you can shape that experience through your efforts. It is the process of moving from the way, understanding the way things have been conventionally, to the sense that you are magical in the ability to apply your efforts to shape your own experience. And this, in and of itself, is providing you with a tremendous sense of contentment and appreciation. This can be a positive hearing, something that has been adjudicated, something that you are battling on the legal front, that has been accorded in your effort, that has been ruled in your favor, which is beautiful. But my sense is that it's larger than this. This is about your ability to feel that the world has been an unjust, unfair place in the past. And as true as that may be, you're now understanding the subtleties of effort and intention, so that this can be crafted into something that serves you. And this is through your efforts. This is rewarding you immensely in the sense of empowerment and gratification that you are receiving from this. The happiness and joy in knowing that you can take control of some of the elements of your life and craft them into something that allows you to be happy and joyful about your efforts. In the present, we have the Four of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. So interesting that this tremendous growth, there are a fair amount of wands here so far. So there is this sense of homecoming that you are experiencing, a sense that your efforts, your gratification at the efforts that you've been able to make towards the balancing out of your karma, your experience, The unfairness that you may have experienced in your life is bringing you to a homecoming in the sense of building on this new emotional foundation that you're experiencing. This is leading you to recognize a new opportunity. There may be a specific offer, but this is a chance for you to consider a new move in a new direction. This has everything to do with your creativity, but people often think of creativity as being about the arts rather than as being about the way that you do everything, the way that you conduct business, the way that you approach business, the way that you feel your work allows you to express yourself. And this is what you're looking at, a new opportunity to work at something in a new way. You are overwhelmed with the experiences in your past where there were many physical, practical details to sort out. And this is relevant to the sense of unfairness or injustice that you've experienced. There's a lot of water under the bridge. You have really had to try to figure out all the things, all the details of this overwhelmingly negative experience in the past. However, the anguish that this is causing you is allowing you to see that this is no longer the way that you need to mount this challenge. This is the way that you once believed you had to do everything yourself. You had to figure out everything on your own, Capricorn, and I know this is a feeling that we often have, that there's no one there to help us, that we're stuck by ourselves, and the sense of responsibility to self, the anxiety it gives rise to, is tremendously debilitating. It's robbing you of your peace, and instead, what you are learning, what is becoming available to you, is this ability to stay in the present moment, to recognize what you have now is abundant, is expansive, and is providing you and your intimates, you and members of your community or your team, with opportunities for growth and fulfillment. In the immediate future, we have the Ace of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Knight of Coins. This new opportunity is accompanied by a sense of tremendous enlightenment. Your ability to pursue the truth, to understand the truth, is part of what's coming out of this addressing your injustice, your experience of unfairness, is leading you to greater truths about the system that awards unfairness to some and, more than fairness, favor to others. This is something that you're learning you can craft and move to your own benefit, because it's helping you to tap into experiences of self-knowledge, experience about your wisdom. It's tapping into that wisdom. This wisdom that knows that you are more than the negative experiences of your past. And again, as a Capricorn, there's a way in which loneliness, isolation, perseverance, nose to the grindstone can create a sense of loneliness, aloneness, that there's nobody in our corner, that we're doing something alone. And this is a fallacy. This is a fallacy that you now are becoming increasingly aware of, that you not only are not alone, but you're actually accompanied by a suite of positive energies, ancestral energies, relatives, living or past, mentors, teachers, people that understand you and your path, ways in which you have that information and you know how to keep it to yourself. However, it is what's fueling this quest to do things differently. This new opportunity is giving you a chance to do things differently, to look, to research, to explore, to discover new opportunities for wealth, for practical improvements in your life. I'm going to clarify the Ace of Wands in the middle of your reading with the Two of Cups and the Nine of Wands. This has been coming up for a lot of us in general. This ability to become better acquainted, better connected with your higher self, your potential self, the ways in which you can improve upon your own capacity to appreciate and connect the emotions and knowledge that you have. This is you building up your knowledge, the love for self shaping all of your relationships with the knowledge that the more you're seeking is based on your deservedness and your understanding that you were put here to accomplish something important, and that you, despite the efforts that you have invested in this, and they have been considerable, no matter what level of appreciation or recognition you are now receiving, you know that you're not at the end. You're not at the finish line, and you are more determined than ever. This Nine of Wands, in contrast to this Six of Wands, is showing the sense of embattlement, the sense of damage that you have sustained. So as you're looking pretty good, as you're being acknowledged by your peers and rewarded, you are still clear that any sense of a new effort, a new opportunity is going to require the same stick-to-itiveness, the same grit, the same capacity to not let go and not give up as ever before. And this ability to do so now is coming out of a place of understanding your capacity, your potential. I'm going to finish up this reading, Capricorn, with a 5-cent tarot. These cards are really slippery, and pull. And I pulled the Magician. I love these cards because not only are they meant to be a reference to Victorian era, vintage, kitsch, but they also incorporate animals, insects, and birds into the symbolism. So I'm going to look up what Madame Clara, the author of the 5-cent Oracle, says about the Magician. And I'm going to read that to you. The Magician. The amazing spider represents mystery, growth, and power, and symbolizes the shadow of oneself. Like the magician, she's able to spin her web and create whatever she wants to be or others to see. She's the master of her own destiny and bears a poignant message to all. Life is merely what you make of it. I'm going to leave it here, Capricorn, and thank you so much for our beautiful reading. Until next time, namaste.